All right, everybody, what is going on? Isaac Fleischer here, and welcome to another iHoopsFL interview. Now, before we begin, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at iHoopsFL. I post all these interviews that I do with some of the top high school recruits, members of the media, including filmers for Slam, Overtime. Hopefully I got some other members of the media very soon. Hoop Diamond, I've interviewed him before. Who else? Also, Division I coaches, graduate assistants, all that good stuff. I post all the interviews with all of them, all the highlights, all the best clips on my Instagram at iHoopsFL. And for you guys maybe want to see any of the other work that I've done around the world of basketball, make sure you guys also check out all the articles I've written for a company down here in South Florida, along with some recent recruitment info that I put up about these guys that I interview on my Twitter at iHoopsRecruits. But anyways, let me bring on our guest right now. What's going on, my guy? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well, man. Thanks for asking. Well, anyways, let's get right to this interview. So I want to ask, man, I know Game Elite, they're a great program. Just what's it like playing for them and being a part of that Game Elite team?
It's good. I've been a part of the program since ninth grade. So it's really like a family over there. The coaches are great. It's really, you learn a lot of like basketball stuff over there. So they teach you a lot of like, terminology, not just go out there and press and play. They teach you a lot of terminology, how to defend different situations and things like that. You playing on one of the highest levels as well on the Adidas Gauntlet. Made a lot of pros like Jaylen Brown and others. So he comes back and he practices with us every once in a while. So, they know what they're doing. It's a good program over there.
And you mentioned basketball terminology. Now, I don't know if I told you this, but I'm going to be missing a meeting with college assistant coaches right now for this interview. And, as soon as it ends, I'm going to hop on that, see what knowledge I could gain from these, D1 assistant coaches. I want you to tell me, like, what was some of the terminology you learned exactly? And can you maybe explain some of it and break it down?
Yeah, so going to it, if you are a ball handler, so I play point guard. So ninth grade, this was after like my 8th grade summer. So, 8th grade, middle school, you don't really learn a lot of stuff like that. But when you get into high school, they teach you how to like ice ball screens. And that's when you like deny, like you don't allow him to use a ball screen. Like you kind of shade him to one side so he can't get over his screen. They taught you how to like slot drives, like things like that. They taught you how to defend like flare screens and like just a whole bunch of stuff. So, they raise your IQ when you're playing for them.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. And honestly, I've done some stupid stuff in the past, as I'm sure you may know. Oh, wait, I'm confused, like icing the ball screen. So it's like, is that where you kind of like fake the guy like you're going to use a screen and then you don't?
So icing the ball screen, that's when you're a defender. You're the defender. And so say you're on like the left wing and the guy's coming to set the ball screen right here. You don't let him get over there. So you kind of deny him from using the ball screen.
Oh, yeah. Like you turn diagonal, I guess, right?
Yeah, you turn your whole body and like make him go the other way.
Yeah. Like how would you recover from that though? Like, do you need to be super fast or assuming is it like the help guy?
You're big man that's like he's in help. So your big that's like his man that's setting the screen on you, your big is gonna drop. So you're right here and like he's right there. So like the point guard can't really dribble anywhere. So like you don't really necessarily recover.
All right, I appreciate you for giving that insight. But anyways, tell us about how this year's AAU summer was for you.
It was pretty cool. We played in a couple tournaments. The tournaments were really weird though, because usually so used to like seeing a lot of like coaches lined up across the baseline and like media and scouts like that. And most of the tournaments it was like once you played, you had to leave the gym, and then like the other groups came in. So at first it was a little weird, but you got used to it because basketball is basketball. So it was always fun getting back out on the court, especially in the summertime.
Definitely, man. And do you maybe have a favorite game or a favorite moment of the summer? And if it is a really, really funny one, I'll make an exception. It could even be outside of basketball.
From this summer or in general, any summer?
No. From this summer.
Oh, from this summer? A favorite, I'll probably just say, I think just the first game. Nothing really necessarily happened that was funny, but it was just fun getting back out on the court with the guys. And we also played, a pretty tough team. Well, a tough team that was supposed to be pretty tough. you know, they had a couple high major guys on the team that had like so we played them and we beat them by like 30, 40 points. So it was just fun. Then after that, we all got Adidas came and they gave us another pair of shoes. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's super cool. Can you share what the team was? I may have a guess, but I'm not even sure.
The team was Atlanta Express. We played them. So
oh, okay. I was like, no way was it that bad against. I thought it was gonna be Atlanta Celtics.
no. Atlanta Express.
Yeah, explain to me. So you played the game, and was it just because you won? Like Adidas somehow heard and gave you guys shoes immediately after, or how was that all worked out?
It was like our program director. Since we're sponsored by Adidas, he had them in our car, and I guess he gave it to us at that time because we won so bad. I beat them so bad. We played so good. So afterwards, we went outside and we were talking outside, and then he was like, "I got a surprise for y'all in my car." So we went to the car, and he opened the trunk, and it was like 20 boxes of just shoes, and he was just handing them out.
What were the shoes? Were they like super cool, or was it just just normal Adidas shoes?
Yeah, super cool. I think I got some. Mine were like pink and blue and white. I think they were like some. They're either Hardens. I think there are some Hardens or there's some Lillards. We got a couple pairs, so I don't really remember which pair I got there. I think there are some Hardens though.
Yeah, those are pretty dope, and I'm sure if you're ever seeing free shoes, I don't think anyone will really complain. But if I had to pick, like I'm a Nike or Die guy. Are you a big Adidas guy, or you just kind of just you don't really care about a brand?
For me, basketball wise, I really don't. As long as it's comfy, so I don't really like Kobe's. I really don't like because I mess my ankle up, and they're kind of low. And me, I have kind of bad ankles. I broke my ankles a couple times, so I can't really hoop in those. But other than that, I really don't like focus on type of shoes. Like a lot of basketball guys, they look at like the type of shoes and stuff like that. But me, like, if you just give me a pair of shoes, I'm gonna go hoop in them, really.
And you just said like at least for basketball, like, I don't really care about the brand, but you said at least for basketball. So I'm assuming maybe off the court. You have some preferences with that.
Oh yeah, off the court. Yeah, off the court. I love shoes.
Like, I guess what type of shoes? Like, I guess more fancy ones, maybe like a Balenciaga or something like that, or are you more like the Vapor Maxes and any Air Max shoes pretty much, and more of those like sneaker shoes that are kind of lifestyle shoes as well?
Me, I have like a lot of pair of like fancy shoes, like you would say. So I have like a couple pair of Balenciagas and some like Off-Whites and some Louis Vuittons and Gucci's and all that type of stuff. But honestly, me, if I'm going somewhere, I just like to throw on some slides. So I have a lot of shoes, but like unless I'm going somewhere fancy, you'll catch me in just some shorts with a jacket on and some slides.
So do you not kind of feel like almost not like an idiot, but just like, I guess, do you maybe feel bad for a way? Like even if you bought the shoes yourself, like just because you spend all the money on their shoes, but your go-to shoe is literally a pair of slides.
Yeah. I mean, not really, because like I always have the option if I want to throw them on. Like I can put them on if I want to, but it's just like most of the places I go is just like to the gym or to my friend's house or somewhere like that. So it's a quick just throw on some slides and just get going.
And when would I how often do you wear those fancy shoes? Like, are you wearing them at school, or is it probably usually just for a dinner or something like that?
It's probably like if I'm going to the mall, I'll throw them on. If I'm going to a dinner, I'll throw them on. If I'm going somewhere where I know like I'm gonna like see a couple people I know, and it's not really like somewhere like a gym or something like that, I'll probably like throw something on like that.
Like a function or something like that, right?
Yeah, like a function. I'll get fly for a function.
Yeah. Do you happen to have any shoes near you right now you can maybe show off, or?
My shoes are in there. I have a couple pair of slides, but these are some Louis Vuitton slides right here.
Okay.
And then I got a pair of Gucci slides right here. And then I got some Yeezy slides right there on the other floor. But my designer shoes are like through that door right there.
Okay. Is that a whole like sneaker closet kind of thing, or?
It's kind of like a sneaker closet, but I have like a sneaker wall kind of like where you just put the shoes in, but I have shoes like everywhere really. So like it's not really organized.
Do you think there's any chance you can maybe give us a little sneak peek of the sneaker of the room in any way?
Yeah, I can.
All right.
Be a little.
This is the second time I'm like really talking sneakers with a guest before.
It's good.
All right, let's see. I feel like you watch sneaker shopping with Complex.
Sometimes I'll be on YouTube and I'll see it. I'll show you like a quick little 5 pair.
All right.
All right, let me turn on the light. So here are some Louis Vuittons.
Oh wow,
Like,
I've seen those before.
Oh yeah, I got those.
Wait. Can I select the white part? Can you bring the white part closer?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm no offense. Like I personally don't. I don't like those. Those are almost kind of like dad shoes, like Louis Vuitton dad shoes.
Yeah, I don't really wear those as much. I got those as a gift, but you can't really say nothing when you get shoes like that.
Of course.
Then I have some Gucci's. I also got those as a gift. I got some off-white Air Force Ones.
Oh yeah, I love those. Those are tough.
Then I got some more Gucci's right here. These one of my favorite pair because they have like the sparkling and stuff like that.
Yeah, those are sick. I get them. They have them in pink.
You said what?
Do they have those in pink?
I don't know. They might actually.
Well, I pop those in pink. I get those like in pink or like one of those colors. You know that's tough. You know it's like a tough. Yeah. You know that's hard.
Yeah. Then I have some more in these areas, but they're all in boxes and stuff. So.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, I got a Gucci bag too because I gotta go to Paris, and then I guess in the airport there's a Gucci store, so I went and got the bag. Just like the shopping bag.
Oh yeah.
Like what they give for free. So now, but I got a Gucci bag now. So I don't think. Wait, I'm gonna check. I don't think it's in my closet, but I'm gonna see right now, real quick. I don't think it's in here. Dang. Yeah, no, it's not in here. Damn. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, I love my. I haven't busted out yet. Maybe my hoops giving. I'll bring all my like snacks in that Gucci bag. But anyways, let's get back into the basketball stuff. This is a little bit more of a tough question, but with the coronavirus and all that stuff, most people I've really interviewed recently, they're all 2022, 2023, a lot younger guys, but you're in the class of 2021, probably the class that is the most the heaviest affected by this virus. Just how much has it affected you and your recruitment?
No, it affected me, a pretty good amount. Coming off my high school season, going into AU, I had a lot of I was talking to a lot of schools heavily, and they just wanted to come see me play one more time, or a couple more times, come see me in person before they necessarily offer me or whatever you call it, before they took things to the next level. But within pandemic, you weren't really able to do that. So, a lot of schools that I could have got offers from, I couldn't really get in because I couldn't get on campus to talk to them in person, or they couldn't get down to Atlanta to come see a tournament.
Definitely. And just how have you kind of been able to deal with that, knowing, just your life now could have been so different if the virus never happened? How have you been able to put up with all that?
You really just got to, look at the position you're in, because, I have, double-digit amount of offers, and, it's kids all across the country that wish they can just get one offer. So, I just look at what I got right now, and then can just control what I can control. So I know that I can keep getting better every day. Now that we know we have a high school season, I can just, look at my list now, look at what I like, look at the schools I don't like, narrow it down a little bit, and then focus on things moving forward. So just keep looking forward.
Have you maybe narrowed down, or maybe like any schools more than another, or can you not really reveal any of that yet?
I narrowed it down a little bit, but not for the public quite yet.
Can you tell us the number?
I know. I can't.
If you tell me a number, no one can figure it out.
Let me see. I would say that's the dilemma, because if I say a number, schools that are talking to every single day,
you could be about a number. You could be like.
So I can see. I know it's around 7 or 8 schools that I really like, but that's including some schools, like I was trying to give you a number, but it's like I'm talking to some schools like every single day that I haven't had an
Definitely.
offer quite yet from. So I don't want to like say it's 5 schools and then exclude them, for example. But it's around 7 to 8 schools with offers and not including offers that I know that I like.
Yeah, and luckily for you, I'm not famous, so I don't think any coaches will be watching this thing. But so I guess it's not really a worry. But I guess moving on now in the interview, what are your goals for your senior season?
Oh yeah, most definitely. First is win a state championship. Player wise, I pretty much accomplished everything that I set out for when I had my goals going into my ninth grade season. I had my goals that I wanted to accomplish all through high school, and I pretty much accomplished every single one of them. So now my major thing is I just want to win the state championship before I get out of high school, as well as be player of the year.
And I'm just gonna assume that one of those goals maybe when you come in high school as a freshman, may have been to accomplish scoring 1,000 points.
Yeah.
How did that feel? Achieving that accomplishment.
It's a great accomplishment. I knew coming in that I wasn't really, especially my freshman year. I started thinking about it kind of like towards the end of the season. Like, oh yeah, I'm kind of on pace to get 1,000. So I knew that I wanted to be. It was only a couple people in my school that ever hit 1,000, and I was actually the first, like the fastest person in school history hit 1,000. So it was a great feeling. It just shows that like the hard work that you can put in as you get results from it in game. So you work towards something and you finally accomplish it. So it's a good feeling.
And obviously, because you hit that 1,000 points, that means you must have had at least a decent freshman season. How's it coming to high school and it's immediately being dominant?
To me, I just came in with like the confidence that basketball is basketball anywhere. You might be a couple of years older than me, but it's still basketball. I've been playing basketball since I was 3 years old, so I just came in with that confidence that when I step on the court, you got to act like you're the best person on the court. So I came in there and then I just did what I had to do. I actually won Georgia Freshman of the Year, and I was all state and all region. So it's just basketball is really just a confidence thing.
And sticking to confidence, I'm gonna put your confidence to a test right now. I want to know: would you consider yourself the best player in Atlanta? And if so, why? But if not, who do you think it is and why?
Oh yeah, most definitely. You can't ever say anybody's better than you. Especially coming from Atlanta, I'm sure if you ask 8 other people from Atlanta, do you think you're the best in Atlanta? They're all gonna say, yeah. Everybody in Atlanta just got that swag and that confidence that when everybody steps on the court, that they're the best person. And I think I am because I had 6'4" point guard, versatile. I can score, can play make, I can defend. And it's a lot of people that either are like one-dimensional or who just straight scorers or just straight ball handlers or straight, defenders. And I feel like with my height, being a big guard and being able to do all that just makes me, versatile. And the basketball game is moving towards a lot of like guard, like with like one big, and guards are more valuable now. So I feel like I am.
Definitely, man. And you just, you touched on a little bit of that Atlanta swag and all that stuff. Can you maybe, I guess, explain a little more, like just what Atlanta swagger is?
Basketball wise?
Yeah, do both.
So basketball wise is just like coming from Atlanta, you have to have like, especially playing in Atlanta, you have to have like swag and confidence because everybody in Atlanta is like Atlanta's a basketball, like Atlanta is a basketball city. So, everybody knows everybody, everybody's good. You're not gonna walk into a gym and just have like a throwaway game and blah blah blah. You're gonna be playing somebody good every single day. And they believe that they're better than you, just like you believe that you're better than them. So, you have to have the confidence and act like you belong. So some nights you might be in the gym playing in the game with a total of like 13 D1 players. So everybody knows that they're good. So like you have to believe in yourself. You have to have the swag and carry yourself like you're the best one out and act like you belong, for example.
Yeah, that sounds super cool. I mean, it's just so, at least for myself, like I was, I lived in Atlanta, just all that good talent, it's all right there.
Oh yeah.
Probably an hour away, depending on where you live. You go everywhere. Man,
Yeah.
that would be super good for me right now. But sadly, I'm stuck here. But it's not that big of a deal. I was moving on in the interview. Just what has the recruitment process been like? Just overall.
It's been stressful, but at the same time, it's been rewarding and fun because that's what you've been dreaming of your whole life. It's been stressful the fact that you got to make a decision knowing that you can't get on campus to see the places. You can't get like on campus to see the surrounding cities or like what's outside of the college town. If you haven't been on a visit or haven't seen the coaches in person and have it like sit down, you can't do that. You can't really like you can do it via Zoom, but it's nothing like being able to like have a face-to-face conversation with the coach, as well as you can't really go sit and just watch a practice for like the 2 hours and see how like the coach handles the players, how the players react, have a conversation with the players and see like how they like the coaching staff and et cetera, et cetera. So it's been stressful in that aspect, but it's also been helpful because now with the pandemic, a lot of time like it actually forced the coach to like sit down and actually have to build more relationships with you because they can't come out to see you. So it's been cool being able to talk to more and more coaches like every day via the phone and Zoom and stuff. So the relationships have been built up some.
And I was assuming, the pandemic probably, caused you to either go on, 0 visits or just not as much as you had planned. I'm sure it really messed up a lot of those. So did you ever go on a visit, an official visit ever or no?
You said an official or unofficial?
Official.
Oh no, I haven't been on an official visit, but I've been on a ton of unofficial visits. I was gonna go on some official visits planned, but the pandemic.
Yep.
But I've been on a bunch of unofficial.
And what about those Zoom visits? What's your kind of take on those? Do you like those or?
It's cool. Like it's cool. It just depends on like the type of Zoom that they're doing. Like I had a Zoom with New Mexico, and like I liked it because he like carried you throughout the whole like facility on his phone. So you're like it was like you were there. But a lot of Zooms is like you're sitting down and it's just like basically just like this. Like you're just sitting there talking, and like they'll press play on the video and it'll just like they'll take you through campus. So it really just depends on like the type of they're helpful though for the pandemic and not being able to do anything. They're definitely helpful.
Of course, and out of the schools that have offered you, which ones are contacting you the most?
Out of schools that have offered me, I've been hearing from Florida Gulf Coast a lot. I was hearing from Ole Miss. They talked to me. They talked to my dad. I've been talking to him since I was in 9th grade, really. So we have a good relationship with Coach Hamilton and Coach Davis over there. I've been on campus there. I was talking to Sienna, and I'm talking to a lot more schools that I don't have offers from than I do have offers from.
And since you brought that up, tell us, those schools that are just showing, heavy interest right now, which schools are those?
I'm talking to Missouri every day. I talked to Seton Hall. I talked to Arkansas yesterday. I talked to Auburn last week. I feel like I'm missing, but yeah, I've been talking to a couple programs.
And being a 2021 guy, a good amount of guys in that class have already committed. So technically, you could pretty much, just go to bed tonight and wake up in the morning and be like, screw this recruitment. Like I want to commit right now. And just kind of do that. And no one's going to think it's weird just because, 2021 senior year, like it's, usually a normal time to commit. How are schools recruiting kind of differently? Just knowing, pretty much any moment you'll be like, I'm done with my recruitment. I'm going to make my decision soon.
A lot of schools before they actually get involved, like they tend to ask, they say, where are you in your recruitment? They'll call you, they say, where are you in your recruitment? Are you open? Or they'll be like, when do you think you're trying to narrow your decision? Or what's your timetable? And then accordingly, like they'll act accordingly. So if you say, yeah, I'm trying to narrow my recruitment, I'm trying to end my recruitment in 3 weeks or a month, then they'll be on you really, really, really heavy. But then if you say, I'm wide open, I don't have any timetable or whatever, they might not be on you as heavy because they know, okay, I have time to build a relationship with this kid. So it really just depends on what you like tell the school.
Definitely. And I was wondering, like, do you tell every school the same response, or does it sometimes depend on the school? And do you know any guys that maybe have you don't need to say names, but do some guys like tell other schools, like maybe if their dream school kind of comes in late, do they say, "Oh, I'm open"? And then maybe if it's a school that's not their dream school and they're about to close their recruitment, they're just like, "Yeah, I'm done." Like, do some guys kind of mix up their response?
I'm sure they do. I know that sometimes I may say something differently just based off like not necessarily the type of mood I'm in, but like basing off what I've been thinking. Because if I talk to school like 3 weeks ago and they say, "Where were you?" and I can say I was wide open. But then if I'm starting thinking, yeah, I think it's about time I start narrowing it down, I can say, okay, I'm actually starting to think I might want to make a decision from this time. So, it really based off the program, you can really fluctuate on what you say.
And that example you gave, like, did the schools reach out to you again and you gave them that response, or did you do that on your own?
When you're saying, did they reach out after you said I'm open?
Like, yeah, like you gave that example, and then you said like, and then I responded later saying, I want to maybe close it soon. Would that like is that like a true story? I don't even know the school, but like, is that a true story? And is that you reaching out to the school, or did they reach out to you and then asked you again?
Those were two separate schools. So one school, I said that I was like, they contacted me before, and they said, "Where are you?" And I was like, "I'm wide open." This was a little bit earlier in the pandemic, and then towards the end of the pandemic, school asked me, "Where are you in your recruitment?" I was like, "I'm trying to narrow it down a little bit. I'm trying to, focus on a specific amount of schools and commit before this time."
Okay, yeah, I was gonna ask a completely different question. It's just irrelevant now. So yeah, I'm a little bit. That's a little bit of a letdown, but let's see. Maybe this question will be a little bit better. So I saw that your friend, he's not related to you, Tyler Powell. But that's how you say his name, right? Or Powell? Or did I say it right?
Yeah, Tyler Powell.
Right. Yeah. So your friend, not related to him in any way, Tyler Powell. He's committed to Seton Hall. And I saw, in a little like interview thing, he says that he really wants you to maybe, come there and have you join him at Seton Hall. So how much of a possibility is that you guys could potentially team up for the Pirates?
Yeah, it's definitely a possibility. Tyler's my dude. We've been playing together since middle school. It's always cool playing with Tyler. He's a great player. He also is, he's a very unselfish player. So, he likes to see his teammates win. And if you cooking, he's going to be the loudest player on the team cheering for you. And as well as he's cooking, he's going to be, talking his stuff. So it's always cool playing with Tyler. That'll be a good backcourt in the Big East with Seton Hall. That's my dude. So, yeah, it's definitely a possibility.
And just how does it kind of feel, having a guy, I guess, to say that, even though I'm sure you guys are great friends, so it's not like a surprise, but just how does it feel having your friends committed to a big-time Big East school, saying like, yeah, I really, really want, my friend to come and join me over here?
It's a great feeling because it just shows that, it's always good when other big-time players want to play with you. It shows that you're a good teammate and that you're, especially at the point guard position, you're a good teammate and you're a good point guard because, no other scorer, no other big-time player is going to want to play with a point guard who's either selfish or doesn't get his teammates involved or is not a leader. So, it's just a testimony to, hard work and, being a true point guard and getting your teammates involved. It's a good feeling.
And we were talking about timetables a little bit. I'm going to kind of ask you the same question that, the coaches will ask you. So do you maybe have any idea when you will be making your decision?
Right now, I was eyeing November before the season started or before the early signing period. That's what I was eyeing because I was thinking about committing and signing early. But now that, that was before they came out with the basketball season and all that. But now, I think signing period was November 15th. So I was going to commit and sign before then. But now, since we actually have a game November 10th and it's like November 20th or something, it's kind of up in the air. I definitely want to do it before January, though. Not too late. Before the season ends, most definitely, though. So, like, probably no later than, like, January 15th.
Oh, how was that day so? How do you know, like, that January 15th? Like, that was so exact.
Because I just choose the middle of January because I don't want to do, like, towards the end. So I just chose, like, 30 days in a month, 15.
Yeah, I think wouldn't your season, though, wouldn't it end in, like March, like latest?
Yeah, it will end in March at the latest. That's if you go to championship.
But then wait, sorry. You said though you would do it like but by the end of your season, not by the middle.
I was saying like I wanted to do it before the end of my season,
Oh,
but
okay.
like I don't want to do it at the end of it. I want to do it like before we get to the end of the season, just so
Yeah, yeah.
when I'm in the playoffs, I don't have to focus about think about coaches and this team and that team. I can just focus on trying to win a championship.
Definitely. And do you think that maybe I'm not going to have you say a number or any schools, but do you know like will you maybe be cutting your list down first and maybe like announcing that, or do you think you're just kind of go from just straight into the commitment?
That's a great question. I feel like if I know what schools say I know an exact school of where I want to go to, I would just commit right away or like post a commitment. But if I feel like I have a couple of options that I really like, I would do a top, like say top 5 or whatever, and then I'll focus on schools and then I'll commit.
Definitely. And my final question for you is, what are your goals once you graduate high school?
Goals once I graduate high school, of course, play college ball. Have a successful, more than successful actually. I want to have a great college career, whether that's 1, 2, 3, 4 years, however long it is. Have a great college career, leave my mark at that university. Then go on and play, of course, in the NBA. I've been playing basketball my whole life, so every kid's goal is to play in the NBA. So if I do what I'm supposed to do in college, I know that's most definitely a possibility, and have a long-lasting career in the NBA. Then after that, I want to be a businessman and such. So yeah.
And I want to bring it all back to the beginning of the interview when we were talking about some shoes. Are you considering doing anything, as a career that maybe has to deal with shoes?
Nah, I don't think so. Just because I'm not creative. So if I had to make my own shoe, like I would struggle because I'm not really creative and I'm not really an artist. So yeah, it'll be kind of tough for me.
Yeah, I understand. Well, anyways, made it to the end of the interview, but before we end the show, is there anything you want to plug or anybody you want to shout out?
Yeah, I'll shout out all my coaches. Thank you for working hard on my behalf. My parents, they've been working hard for me. They've been providing for me and just my family. And yeah, looking forward to having a good high school season.
Definitely, man. Well, I really, really appreciate you coming on today. And hope you have a good season as well. Anyways, make sure you guys give us a follow on Instagram at Garrison.Powell2 and at iHoopsFL. And anyways, for 2021 Holy Innocents point guard Garrison Powell, I'm Isaac Fleischer, and this has been another iHoopsFL interview. Peace out, guys.